state has requested the expertise of Delhi-based agencies, including the NSG, to address the emerging security challenge posed by these drone attacks. Well, he described the drone attacks as a new phenomenon that requires urgent attention and assured that the perpetrators will not be spared.
This is a new thing which has happened and we have already Manipur police ने पहले ही ट्वीट किया हुआ है, so it has been escalated and we are taking it very seriously. We have spoken to everybody from here to Delhi और वहाँ दिल्ली में भी NSG से भी हम लोगों ने बात किया है, DG NSG से बात किया है, उनकी टीम से बात किया है, प्लस और भी एक्सपर्ट्स आ रहे हैं. हम लोगों ने कमिटी भी एक बनाई है कि ये ड्रोन के बारे में पूरा ये पढ़ने के लिए एंड समथिंग टू डू काउंटर करने के लिए उसको कैसे हम लोग आगे ये करें. आसाम राइफल एक कमेटी तो बना दी गई है बट उसके बाद भी कुछ एक्सपर्ट्स को भी हम लोग बुला रहे हैं और जल्दी से जल्दी हम लोग कुछ इसका उपाय ढूंढेंगे. वहां पर हमारे पास कुछ है काउंटर के लिए, दैट ऑल्सो वी आर ट्राइंग टू डिप्लॉय. और प्लस जो हिल के एरियाज हैं जो जहां पर अटैक हुए हैं 3-4 जगह पे, उन सभी पे हम लोग के ऑपरेशंस चल रहे हैं. कल भी हुए थे, आज भी हुए हैं, आज रिकवरीज भी हुई हैं, कल भी कुछ रिकवरीज हुई थी, तो कॉम्बिंग ऑपरेशन चलता रहेगा. तो वो बिल्कुल ही श्योर रहेंगे. सो एवरीवेयर कॉम्बिंग ऑपरेशंस विल कैरी ऑन. वी हैव टॉक टू एक्सपर्ट्स. वी हैव जो एक्सपर्ट्स हैं इन चीजों में उनसे कल मैंने खुद भी बात किया है और सीएम साहब ने भी कई जगह पर हाई लेवल पे बात की है. द सेंटर इज ऑल्सो प्रोवाइडिंग ऑल सपोर्ट टू अस और इस चीज में दे आर ऑल्सो वरीड एंड वी आर ट्राइंग टू गेज कि किस तरह से इसको टैकल किया जा सके एंड वी ऑल आर वर्किंग टुवर्ड्स इट.
Reacting to the frustration expressed by the villagers and the mute spectators' allegations against the central forces, DGP Rajiv Singh highlighted that apart from Assam Rifles, 198 companies of central forces are already deployed in the strife-torn state. He emphasized that more forces are needed as only state forces cannot handle the ongoing crisis. He also warned that actions will be taken against any forces failing to perform their duties effectively.
For me, every force is the same, and as I said, right now the requirement of force is so much that only the state force will not be able to do, because state force is employed in other normal law and order duties, traffic duties, this, that. So obviously we need central forces, and that is why about 198 companies of central forces are here, apart from the Assam Rifle and so everybody will combine together and work and try to. Yes, there may be some complaints of some inaction or some passiveness. That we will look into it. इन्होंने भी बताया है, हम लोग जरूर देगा. अभी आपके सामने वो जो कमांडर थे उनको बताया गया है and we will take it up with the senior officer. वो ऐसा होगा नहीं, अगर कोई एक्टिव नहीं रहेगा और इस तरह की खबर मिलेगी तो विल डेफिनेटली टेक एक्शन, चाहे वो स्टेट पुलिस का हो या सेंट्रल फोर्स का हो. अगर वो अपना काम नहीं कर रहा ठीक से तो ऑब्वियस है कि भाई इट इज अ डिसिप्लिन फोर्स, प्रोफेशनल फोर्स है, तो उसमें तो हम लोग को ये सब करना ही पड़ता है.
All right, Lucky Boy Singh joins us live at this point in time. So Lucky, the N. Biren Singh government is taking the drone attack issue very seriously. He said that committee, we heard the DGP right now, so DGP said that a committee has been formed and combing operations are underway at this point in time. So give us more details regarding the combing operation which is underway at this point in time and who is there in the committee, Lucky?
Yes, Priya. As DGP have also asserted while his visit at Kautruk and Kadangban, yes, combing operation have been conducted at various sites including the hills and valley, and yes, even drones and various high-tech and sophisticated weapons have been recovered by the security forces during the combing operation at the Kangpokpi hills. And yes, even yesterday a high-tech drone was also recovered by the security forces during the combing operation. And yes, today itself the combing operation is still continued at the affected area, the attacked area by the miscreants from the Kangpokpi hills, Priya.
Right, and Lucky, he also informed, the DGP also informed that they spoke, even the Chief Minister, he spoke to many people from Delhi to know more about the drone attacks and, regarding the how to counter attacks on drones. So what more details do you have on that?
Yes, Priya, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh along with the DGP Manipur, they particularly personally have called with the NSG and DGMO as well as various other agencies who could deal with deal in countering the drone attacks. And yes, a committee has been formed with Assam Rifles as well as other security forces, and yes, expert team will be visiting Manipur as soon as very soon, and will be taking up action to counter the drone attacks. And yes, DGP also asserted that there were equipments. Manipur police have equipments to tackle the situation, and Manipur police will start deploying the equipments at various sites to prevent the drone attacks by the miscreants. And after reaching the expert team from the NSG and other agencies, then they can counter the drone attacks at various sites in Manipur, Priya.
And another important point made by the DGP, Lucky, he's very clearly said that there are more requirements of forces in the state. So are more forces to be deployed in the coming days?
Right now, Priya, we didn't have that much information, but yes, DGP said Manipur needs more security forces, and yes, for now 198 companies of central forces have been deployed in and around the state, but still more security forces is needed. State security forces cannot alone tackle the situation that is happening in Manipur. So Manipur needs more central security forces as to fight against those miscreants who have been disturbing and creating the crisis since the last many months, Priya.
Right, Lucky Boy saying thank you so much for all those details. So viewers, a committee has been formed, and the DGP, both the DGP of Manipur and the Chief Minister, they spoke to expertise from Delhi. And also let me tell our viewers that there is a chance that a team might, as Lucky Boy informed just now, there's a chance that a team from Delhi might visit Manipur regarding this. Alright, shifting focus now. Is Assam the big target of cyber criminals? Well, with as many as 600 complaints filed against cyber fraud so far this year, the situation is definitely alarming. So why is the number of cyber frauds increasing by the year? Is there an immediate need for mass awareness on the growing menace? Well, a massive cyber fraud and banking scam has been unearthed in Guwahati, with police arresting as many as 4 people from different parts of the city in a big crackdown. The modus operandi of the criminals is simple: identify potential victims and convince them to open bank accounts in return for a small amount of money. The cyber frauds would then use the account details and online banking to perform illegal transactions worth crores. The 4 accused have been identified as Bablu Das, Anvesh Chandra, Chinmoy Chakraborty and Abhinash Mahato. Guwahati Police Commissioner Digantapara gave the details of the fraud committee by these cyber criminals. Listen in.
Normally, cyber criminals, they require bank accounts for rotating their generated money after duping a particular individual. So normally, if they use genuine accounts of a particular individual, that details will finally lead the investigating agency to the cyber criminals. So they do not use a known account or their own accounts. They are now using the bank accounts of genuine people who does not suspect that their account is being used by cyber criminal. So for that, these cyber gangs, they employ some agents to convince unsuspecting people, mainly illiterate and belonging to lower economic strata. They promise some monetary component to those kind of genuine people, and they convince them to open bank accounts in their own name by providing Aadhaar card and PAN card, whereas the linked registered mobile numbers are provided by these agents of cyber criminal. Once the bank account is open, the account kit is collected by the agents. They activate that account in mobile app, and after that they pass it on to the cyber criminals, and these cyber criminals use those accounts which are open in actually in genuine names, but the genuine account holder is not at all aware what is happening with his account.
Well, you have mentioned that you have registered 606 cases so far involving 250 crores. So, do you think this is just the tip of the iceberg?
See, it's we have received around 600 plus complaints so far during the last 1 year, and there may be victims who have not approached police so far. So maybe there are more such cyber related incidents, and more than 35 crores of rupees are involved in this 600 plus complaints which we have received. Every day, the number of cyber related incidents are increasing. So police is also trying to cope up with this demand, and we are also training our own personnel to deal with such cyber related complaints.
All right, to know more on this, I'm being joined live with my colleague Arindam Das from Guwahati. So, Arindam, a massive cyber fraud and banking scam has been unearthed. So, 4 persons already arrested, Arindam. So, this is a big racket going on at this point in time in Guwahati. So, are more arrests on the cards?
That's right, Priya. The situation is quite alarming in Guwahati related to cybercrime. In fact, the Commissioner of Police, Guwahati Diganta Bora, has admitted that yes, cybercrime activities are on the rise in Guwahati. In this year itself, so far 606 cases have been registered, which involves around rupees 35 crores, and this is just the tip of the iceberg according to the Commissioner of Police, because there can be many such cases. People don't know where to approach when they are duped by cyber criminals, and so such cases are not coming to the police. Only some people come to the police with complaint, and that's how police swing into action. This time also, this was just based on one complaint given by a person that he was lured by a person to open a bank account, and after that that bank account was handled by somebody else, and he doesn't know as to what are the activities going on in that bank account. And the term of that bank account, what police said, is a mule account. Mule account in the sense that a account is opened in the name of a genuine person using his credentials like his Aadhaar card, PAN card and other details. And after that, when the account was opened, the account details or the kit of that bank account is handed over to cyber criminals, mostly who are in abroad. So they use this account for their various cyber criminal activities, because they need bank accounts for swindling the accounts from here and there, and that's why they need some account which are registered in some genuine person's name. If the cyber criminals registered the accounts in their names, then there is strong possibility that police or other agencies will get them, catch them in their activities. So they use these mule accounts for swindling this huge money. So in this case itself, the person in whose name this mule account was opened, he is a rickshaw puller, and when he was lured to open this bank account, he was given a mere 2,000 rupees for opening this account. And after that, when this person who opened the bank account handed over the bank kit to the cyber criminals, he got rupees 50,000 for this account kit. And the cyber criminals used this bank details for swindling crores of rupees. So this is really alarming. So the police has asked people to be aware, to be on the vigil for such cyber criminals, and inform the police as soon as they sense that something such happening with their bank accounts.
So, Arindam, as cyber fraud cases are increasing in Assam, so is there an immediate need for mass awareness on this growing menace?
That's right. As I have already mentioned, that it was just a small case which was registered by a person, a rickshaw puller, which led to this big cybercrime racket. The police commissioner has admitted that yes, the cyber criminal activities are on the rise in Guwahati. Newer and newer modus operandi are used by the cyber criminals every day. So not many cases are aware of the cyber crime activities, and that's why when they are duped, they don't know where to go and whom to proceed, and that's how many cases remains undetected, or nobody comes ahead to the police with a complaint. So that's how police has asked everyone to be vigilant, to be aware of the cyber criminal activities, and as the Commissioner of Police Guwahati has rightly admitted that yes, cyber criminal activities are on the rise in Guwahati. 606 cases registered so far this year.
Arindam,
yes.
as you already mentioned that 606 cyber fraud cases registered this year so far. So that's massive considering the fact that half of the cyber fraud crimes are probably never registered.
That's right. Many of the people who are duped by cyber criminals, they are unaware of the fact that they are duped by cyber criminals, and that's how many cases remains unregistered. People don't come ahead to the police with a complaint, and that's why not many such cyber criminal activities are detected. But in this case particularly, as I have mentioned, that it was a case by a rickshaw puller which led to this big racket. So there might be many such cases which has remained unregistered, which need to come to the police so that police can swing into action, and more such cyber criminals can be arrested by the police in the coming days.
Right, Arindam Das, thank you so much for all those details.
Eight states at your fingertips. The real voice of the region. Watch Northeast Live. Your station, your voice.
RCF डालमिया सीमेंट है RCF एक्सपर्ट यानी रूफ कॉलम और फाउंडेशन एक्सपर्ट। डालमिया सीमेंट RCF स्ट्रॉन्ग तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग।
অসম চৰকাৰৰ স্বাস্থ্য বিভাগ, মেডিকেল এডুকেশ্যন ৰিচাৰ্চ ডিপাৰ্টমেণ্ট আৰু সীমান্ত শংকৰদেৱা ইউনিভাৰ্চিটিৰ অন্তৰ্ভুক্ত নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছে আগবঢ়াইছে তিনিটাকৈ সুকীয়া পাঠ্যক্ৰম: বেচেলৰ ইন মেডিকেল লেবৰেটৰী টেকনলজি, বেচেলৰ অফ ফিজিঅ'থেৰাপি আৰু ডিপ্ল'মা ইন মেডিকেল লেবৰেটৰী টেকনলজি। অত্যাধুনিক লেবৰেটৰীৰ সুবিধা আৰু অভিজ্ঞ ফেকাল্টিৰে শিক্ষাদান কৰা নীলাচল এডুকেশ্যন ফাউণ্ডেশ্যন ট্ৰাষ্টৰ অধীনত নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছ পাঠ্যক্ৰমসমূহৰ নামভৰ্তি চলি আছে। যোগাযোগৰ ঠিকনা নীলাচল কলেজ অফ এলাইড হেল্থ ছায়েন্সেছ, গোটানগৰ, জালুকবাৰী, অপজিট ইণ্ডিয়ান অইল পেট্ৰল পাম্প, নেশ্যনেল হাইৱে 37, গুৱাহাটী।
All right, on to a big breaking story from Tripura. BJP Alliance candidate Rajiv Bhattacharjee has been elected as the Rajya Sabha member from Tripura today, securing 47 votes in the by-election held in the 60-member Tripura Legislative Assembly. Bhattacharjee's victory further cements the BJP's dominance in the state, demonstrating the ruling alliance's stronghold over the assembly. The by-election saw a total of 57 votes cast, with Bhattacharjee receiving the full backing of the BJP and its allies. Meanwhile, the CPIM candidate Sudhan Das managed to secure 10 votes, reflecting the current opposition strength within the assembly. However, the by-election was marked by a significant political protest from the Congress party.
देखिए, पहले तो हम लोग जो गठबंधन का जो मैसेज है, ये क्लियरिटी मैसेज हमारा त्रिपुरावासी को मिल गया है. बीजेपी, IPFT एंड त्रिपुरा ऑल्सो हम लोग एक साथ मिलके त्रिपुरा की डेवलपमेंट के लिए हम लोग काम करेंगे. ये मैसेज आज दिया गया है और आगे जाके जो हमको राज्यसभा में पार्लियामेंट में भेजा है, त्रिपुरा डेवलपमेंट के लिए जो करना पड़ेगा, हमारा सरकार जो काम कर रही है और आगे भी त्रिपुरा डेवलपमेंट इशू को लेके आगे जाएंगे और हम लोग एक साथ मिलकर काम करेंगे.
Well, 3 Congress MLAs in the Assembly, Sudeep Roy Burman, Birajit Sinha and Gopal Roy, chose to abstain from voting as a form of protest against the alleged violence that occurred during the recently concluded 3-tier Panchayat elections in Tripura. The Congress legislators accused the ruling party of orchestrating large-scale violence against opposition candidates and supporters, which they claim undermined the democratic process. The Panchayat elections held just weeks before the Rajya Sabha by-election were marred by reports of voter intimidation and suppression, particularly targeting opposition members.
বিগত পঞ্চায়েত নির্বাচনে শাসক গোষ্ঠী যেরকম ভাবে গণদেবতাদের ভোট দিতে দেয়নি, তাদের ভোটাধিকার কেড়ে নিয়েছেন, তো আমরা এই ফার্স্ট এক্সারসাইজ এখানে লিমিটেড 60 জন ভোটাধিকার, 60 জন ভোট দেবেন রাজ্যসভার এমপির জন্য। যে আমরা কোনো স্কোপ তো নেই যে এই সমস্ত ফার্স্ট এক্সারসাইজে গিয়ে বিগত দিনের যে পঞ্চায়েত নির্বাচন যেভাবে প্রহসনে পরিণত করেছে, শাসক গোষ্ঠী বলবে গণতন্ত্রের জয় হয়েছে, এই স্কোপটা আমরা দেইনি। আমরা এ রাজ্যের মানুষের ভোটাধিকার কেড়ে নেওয়া হয়েছে, গণতন্ত্র আজকে পদদলিত, তারই প্রতিবাদে আমরা দল এবং আমাদের 3 জন বিধায়ক আমরা সিদ্ধান্ত নিয়েছি, আমাদের দলও সিদ্ধান্ত নিয়েছে যে এই ভোটদান থেকে আমরা বিরত থাকব। আমরা ভোট বয়কট না, উই হ্যাভ abstained ourselves from voting in protest against the tremendous atrocities or undemocratic attitude of the party in power.
All right, now I'm being joined live with Pinaki Das from Agartala. So Pinaki, big boost to BJP in Tripura. Well, Bhattacharya's victory further cements the BJP's dominance in the state, isn't it, Pinaki?
Exactly. This is a message what the BJP elected member for the Rajya Sabha, Rajiv Bhattacharya, who is also the state president of BJP, he clearly says that the victory was obvious, but all vote coming together of the alliance, that gives a message that this alliance is strong and they are together. That is the message when the opposition raises question on the agenda of the alliance partners, how close they are. On various issues we have seen them speaking against the BJP, but in this election, this is a message that proves that they are together. All 47 votes have gone to Rajiv Bhattacharya, which was quite obvious. They were very much confident of the victory because Rajya Sabha election, the MLAs have to show to whom they are casting their vote. There are party whip and that was maintained. So that was obvious, but the message is clear that they are together. Though the opposition have something other to say, particularly the CPIM, when they were asked about when they knew that they would be defeated, why what was the use of contesting this election, and the CPM had its own way of explaining that they are protesting against the BJP, the cult that BJP is trying to introduce, and on the other side Congress, which kept away from the taking part in the process, is they viewed that it is a protest against the alleged violence and the undemocratic attitude of the government. So everyone have their own way of explaining what it means this election's result mean for them, or contesting the election meant for them.
Right, Pinaki Das, thank you so much for all those details.
states at your fingertips. The real voice of the region. Watch Notice Live. Your station, your voice.
মজিয়াতে লৰালি কাল পাৰ হয় তাত কেমিকেল ৰেজিডিউৰ বাবে কোনো ঠাই নাই মজিয়া কৰি তোলে নিৰাপদ শিশু আৰু পেটছৰ বাবে ITC নিমাইল